Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel Physics Surgery, and we are here in the Pathfinder Solutions series and on the topic of thermal physics or heat and thermodynamics. This is the question number 5 of Challenge Your Understanding section. That's the last question in the chapter. The reason for selecting this problem at this point of time is to make sure that we understand multiple concepts that are required for your JEE Advanced upcoming examination. I do understand as it is, this particular problem may not appear in the final examination because of the length of the problem, because I was finding time to difficult to post different videos. I thought I'll take up this video which is equivalent to 4 or 5 conceptual problems of a JEE Advanced one, right? So, and one more important thing, if you carefully observe the last 10 to 15 years of IIT JEE Advanced papers, I think partition based problems where gas is there on either side of partition, or at times he has even asked a question on two partitions, one moving, one not moving. So partition problems in thermodynamics, I think, would be one of the favorites of JEE Advanced question paper setters. So without much further ado, with that kind of a hype, let's move ahead with the problem statement of the question. Okay, so if you want to give it a try, please do it, and at least it will take 15 minutes for you to solve this particular question. But once you solve it, there are different stages of this question. You will definitely feel satisfied, and all your concepts associated with the partition based problems, most of them, at least you could say 50 to 60% of them, would be clarified. Okay, so let's move ahead. A horizontal cylinder with a fixed partition, this one, and a piston as its right side wall is filled with helium gas. In the partition is a valve that opens when pressure in the right part exceeds the pressure in the left part. So if the push from this side is more compared to the push from this side, this valve will open. Okay. Area of the piston is capital A is equal to 100 centimeters square. Initially the piston is at 112 centimeters away from the partition, and length of the both parts are equal. So this is Li and this is also length Li. Amount of the gas in the left and right parts are 12 grams and 2 grams respectively. The temperature in both parts is Ti is equal to 0 degrees centigrade, and the specific heats of helium at constant volume and constant pressure is equal to, this is small Cv. So this is not measured per mole, it is measured per kg. Should be careful with the final substitutions, and Cp is also similarly given. Atmospheric pressure is also mentioned outside. P naught is 10 power 5 pascals. Walls of the cylinder, the partition, and the piston all are made of good insulating materials. Now the problem, this is all introduction. Okay, right? So a piston is pushed into the cylinder, stopped for a while when the valve opens, allowing the thermal equilibrium to establish between both the parts, and then the further push will be done in order to make sure that the piston reaches the partition. So there are 3 stages, as you could see. One, push, then you wait when the valve opens, let the gases mix, then again you keep pushing to touch the partition. So 3 stages. Find the work done by the force pushing the piston. That means the external agent, whoever is pushing the piston, you're supposed to ensure the work done by him. Okay, so if any JEE advanced person wants to convert this question, you can't give it as one question. It should be maybe 3 stages, and could say 3-part comprehension or 3-part match the following or something of that sort. Okay, right. So you want to give it a try, have a pause, and then move ahead with the solution that I am going to provide once you've done the fair try of the question. So let's move ahead. As I said, there are 3 stages. Let's move on to the stage 1. So stage 1, you could see this is the initial picture I borrowed, right? Both sides, the temperature he said is same, and pressures can't be same on both sides. The reason is number of moles on left side and right side are not given the same. So I think this was 12 grams, which is 6 moles, and the right side is 2 grams of helium, which is 1 mole. Okay, so the pressures are not the same, and it's obvious that this side pressure is smaller, therefore valve won't open. And then this person starts pushing this piston towards, blue one is the piston, red is partition in my diagram, and as you start slowly pushing this one, this will start getting compressed, and therefore pressure starts increasing. Also the process is definitely adiabatic compression. Okay, so then the picture becomes this. At this point you could see the pressure here has increased to the pressure of the left hand side. side, and that is when the valve opens. So I'll stop the stage 1 at the opening of the valve, and you could see a lot of calculations are there, and I tried my best to not substitute the numericals till the end of the problem. That's why the problem looks pretty lengthy. Okay, so because I'm the teacher teaching you this problem, I would like to get the answer in the book form. Okay, so my suggestion, in case you are doing this problem in an exam, is to substitute the value so that these powers could be eliminated. Okay, so with that confidence, let's move ahead and just follow my lead. Don't look at the entire screen, just follow what I'm explaining. Okay, it will be all nice. PV is equal to nRT, or PV is equal to, since masses are given, I'm converting it to M by capital M, molecular weight or molar mass as you can call it, and P is proportional to M, right, for either side of the piston. Okay, so this is to estimate the ratio of pressures. Okay, so you could see the volumes on both sides are same, and temperatures were given to be same, which means the pressure is directly proportional to mass in the left to right comparison. So the pressure PL on the left side should be M1 by M2 times of PI. You would have directly written this as actually 6, but I'm keeping that ratio. Okay, so M1 by M2 into PI, I'll keep it aside. Then the right side gas undergoes, as I said, adiabatic compression, where Q is given to be 0. So this gas only, I'm using the first law. Okay, so before I use that, I'll just estimate the required value of temperature, final temperature I need. So the temperature Ti of the right side changes to temperature T2. I'm not even worried about the left one. Left one is an isolated one in the stage 1. So PV power gamma is equal to constant, and you can convert it into PT, and then temperature would become ratio of pressures power this odd looking power times of Ti. Okay, right? And also you realize that you can rearrange Pi and PL using this ratio and write temperature is equal to M2 by M1 into this entire power, which I'll borrow to the next stage. Okay, right? So this is the temperature. At the same time, you could use PV power gamma equal to constant directly and write the ratio of pressures as the ratio of volumes with power 1 by gamma. Volumes is same as lengths, because you could say the area of cross section is uniform. So again, the PL by PI, I'll borrow this one. So I'll get the length ratio before and after as Mi or M1 divided by M2 whole power 1 by gamma. This should be M1. Okay, so these are the two relations, final to initial temperature ratio and initial to final length ratio in terms of the M1 by M2 or M2 by M1. I have written it down. Also, work done on the gas. Okay, you should be very careful. I think in chemistry you solve for work done on the gas, in physics by the gas. So I've taken on the gas because he asked what is work done on the gas by external agent. So work done on the gas by all agents, we'll discuss what all agents are acting, should be equal to delta U, because Q was adiabatically 0, right? And value of delta U here, remember CV is, this is small cv, not capital CV. CV is per unit kg he gave, right? So I'll use, instead of NCV delta T, I'll use M. Which mass is undergoing all this process? The right side, which is M2 mass, therefore M2 CV delta T. Delta T is nothing but T2 minus Ti, and T2 minus Ti, I substituted this one, and I'll keep this one. And actually, when I went to the last step, I needed this form to be written in a separate term. So knowing that, I write this W1. So W gas in stage 1, W on gas in stage 1 comes out to be, I brought this Ti inside, and then I wrote the subtraction of two terms. Actually, there will be some cancellations in the final step. Okay, so this is something that I'll borrow to the last stage. So stage 1 is done, and we ended up getting this W1. Let's move to stage 2. Stage 2 is the easier one, and most probably the question that could appear in JEE advanced situations, has appeared quite a few number of times in other exams. So in case the partition, now the valve opens, there will, and you are not moving the piston when the valve opens, you are waiting for this equilibrium to achieve. So left side temperature is still Ti, and the right side temperature is T2, right? You could clearly see that. And once the partition opens, it's as good as not having any partition. I just removed it. And then the final pressure, I'll prove that it should be same PL, because the pressures are same. Now the final pressure, I'll prove it is same. And temperature should change to a new value called T3. Okay, and the volume has become equivalent to a length of Li plus L2, where L2 we already solved in the previous page. So when you write PV is equal to M by M into RT for any of the sides gases, you can also write this as PV by gamma minus 1 on both sides division. So you could see this R by gamma minus 1 here, right? This is nothing but your CV kind of a stuff. So keeping this in mind, and also come to this side, this kind of mixing is called adiabatic mixing. Can you see all the walls are adiabatic in nature, so no heat is flowing in. So whatever changes are happening, it's an internal business of the two gases which are mixing. So since it's happening at a constant volume, in adiabatic mixing, Q is 0 and W is also 0. Right? Gas, they don't have any work on each other. They don't do, because molecules don't work on each other. Okay, so delta U1 plus delta U2 should be equal to 0. Delta U1 is the change in internal energy of the right side, and delta U2 is for the left side. When I write delta U1, delta U2 as M1 CV1, actually it should be CV1 when you have two different types of gases, but CV I cancelled it off because it's the same natured gas. Then I'll end up getting this, and delta T1 is T3 minus Ti, delta T2 is T3 minus T2, and we rearrange, you get this kind of expression. Okay, so T3 comes out to be this number. Okay, now if you substitute the T3 back into this expression, and listen carefully, what is the kind of expression that you're going to get for the individual PV equal to nRT? If you write PV equal to nRT for this, and PV equal to nRT for this, and PV equal to nRT for this finally, you could clearly see that the number of moles or masses can be added. And what is meant by addition? PV divided by T should be addable, right? So if PL divided into V divided by T of this, and same thing for this, and same thing for this, if you have to add, you could see the right hand sides are getting directly added. You could bring M1 plus M2 onto this side and multiply with CV, they're just getting added. L1 and L2 are definitely addable. You could see L1 and L2 should be definitely addable. So right side terms are adding. The volume terms are getting added. That is only possible if the pressure is common for both the sides of the gas. So in that way, you could realize after writing the number of moles equal to, I'm not writing it, but I realized it that the value of PL remains same. You can prove it using number of moles equal to constant condition. So the final verdict is the PL remains the same, T3 changes to new value. Okay, now therefore T3 is this number, but T2 from the previous page, I've borrowed it here. I'll substitute and I'll get T3 in terms of Ti with some small substitutions that I made with M2 by M1 power 1 by gamma. Okay, right, you could see that substitutions. I took common M1 and wrote this. So this is stage 2. In stage 2, I argue W is nothing, 0, right? So there won't be any work. There was only temperature change. Let's move to stage 3, where you start pushing this piston all over again to reach this red colored level, right? You have to hit the partition at that position. Now, the total gas, which is M1 plus M2, undergoes again adiabatic compression. So coming to the stage 3, this is the initial state, Li plus L2, T3, and finally temperature should become T4. Okay, so I write TV power gamma minus 1 equal to constant for adiabatic process, either PV power gamma, or you can write this. Now I realize that I have ratios of volumes known, therefore I wrote this one. Okay, I don't even care about the final pressure, not read it. So the value of T4 should be equal to the ratio of volumes in inverse power gamma minus 1 into T3. You could see that this can be written as 1 plus L2 by Li. And in the first page, if you remember, I have already written this value of Li by L2. So I'll borrow that into this page. Can you carefully observe? I have done this here. So you could see I've borrowed this one. Okay, right? So this one I'll substitute here as M. Here you have L2 by Li. So this is the reverse of it. So M2 by M1 times of 1 power gamma. Okay, so I use the stage 1 calculation here to write this one. This was stage 1. So let me take it inside, not needed. Then stage 2 gave me the temperature T3 versus Ti relation in the previous page. Okay, right? So that I'll substitute here. T3 value I'll substitute here. Could see entire thing I wrote here. Slightly painful, but it's fruitful also. Okay, right? So when you multiply, take care of all these power gamma minus ones and all that, can you see M1 by M1 plus M2 comes out here, and you realize this entire inside term here and this term are the same with power gamma minus 1 and power 1, so it becomes a power gamma. Okay, so you know what is the final temperature T4 and this initial temperature T3. Again, the work done on the gas is nothing but delta U, because it is adiabatic in nature, and therefore this time total mass of the gas is undergoing. So M1 plus M2 into CV into T4 minus T3. And what's your T4? T4 is this number, and T3 is borrowed from the previous case. So let me place it here. so that you can watch. Okay, so this is your T3 and this is your T4. You have to subtract very carefully here. While subtracting, I'll take M1 CV Ti common. The reason is very simple. You have M1 plus M2 into CV, so into T4. So M1 plus M2 into T4, you can see this cross product here and this cross product here. You can have that common. So both the terms have M1 common at the top and also CV and also Ti. I could take that. So only things that get subtracted are these inside brackets. So that's what I wrote. And again, taking the inspiration from the first step, I'll write the terms separately so that if there are any cancellations, I'll be able to add all the works. So this term separated, this term minus 1 here you could see. So I get this as it is, and this term to this term, I'll end up getting this. Okay, so there are 3 stages, but only 2 works. First stage work W1 and third stage work W2. Okay, so let me paste the first work and second work in the next page to add them up. Okay, so the W1 I got in the first page and W2 I got in the last one. A lot of terms are there, but you could see that cancellation happening here to here. Okay, this plus and this minus goes off, and these two you can take common, right? Because you will have M1 plus M2 term. So answer is this one plus with a negative term of M1 plus M2. To get the form of the thing in the textbook, I'll take M1 plus M2 common. So this entire thing, if I take common outside, M1 plus M2 into CV into Ti, then this one will have a fraction here. Can you see? Divided by M1 plus M2, and this entire thing power gamma minus 1 because this is negative. But this is not yet the answer, because if you go back to the piston is being pushed by external agent and atmosphere. Okay, so work done by the gas is equal to work done on the gas in negative value by all the external agents. What are the 2 types of external agents? The person who is pushing it and also the atmosphere. Since he asked only the work done by that person, the whatever W1 plus W2, you have to subtract the work that is done by the atmosphere, and atmosphere does very simple work, right? It's a constant force of P naught into A, and total displacement across all the 3 stages was from the rightmost part of the diagram to this Li displacement. Whether you stop in between, whether you wait, whether you sleep, it doesn't matter. This entire displacement has to be taken into account for the push force from this side. So I subtract that by using force into displacement. P naught into A is the force, displacement is Li. So this is the expression that is put up in the final answer in the book. I didn't substitute. You can substitute, you'll get the required numerical. Okay, so please make sure that you solve these kind of valve questions. There are 1 or 2 in IRDO also. You can search for it. I think one of the first questions in thermodynamics in IRDO is the valve question. It's slightly shorter than this and even better candidate for JEE. But each of these stage itself was a good exercise, right? So adiabatic compression, mixing of gases, being able to write the ratio of volumes, reading the question very carefully about the CV, whether it's given per mole or per kg. All these things are very, very important. Okay, so there are other series along with the Pathfinder series. So as I said, within the next 10 days, any series that I am going to bring up for the next 10 days, the goal would be the JEE advanced syllabus. Okay, so try to go through as many videos that are there in this channel. Each and every video, you'll try to get something out of it. You spend some time on them. So please do explore before you go to the exam. And also the persons who are not writing the exam and they are JEE aspirants, they should usually go through all the things at their leisure. Okay, so, and please let me know what you feel about this video in the comment section. Okay, so in case you like the video, please do like it so that it gets processed by the YouTube algorithm, and more the likes, more it gets recommended to people, and more are the chances for subscriptions to my channel, which I think you should also consider doing it. And in case you have already done it, please do request your friends and share it with them to get the subscriptions for me, and it would be of great help. And I try to come up with more and more quality work to help you out progress in the subject. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video.